Hey, what up guys? So, since I'm sharing my spreadsheet with you, I thought it would be pretty wise to actually show you how to navigate this and what is located where and what entries you can make and how this whole thingy works. What you have in front of you is a fund tracker, so to speak, with a base asset, in our case Bitcoin versus US dollar, and you don't have to enter anything on this side except these four values here. We'll get to that later in the video. But this sheet here is the holy one. So how this works is you type in the volume of US dollars you have exposed. Let's take some almost recent levels. And as soon as your position size is not 0 anymore, you will get a live exchange rate for the asset that you have typed up there. So say we choose Ethereum versus US dollars, we would be shown after a little while right. For Ethereum, you'd actually have to modify the fucking formula. Ha. Well, that's a shitty way to show off, but anyway, let's assume you're buying good old Bitcoin. What happened here won't be a problem in all the crypto pairs that you trade later on, but that's another story. So, what this here is the upper half of the sheet is the long side of any position, and the lower half is the short side of the position. These are the fees in total, nominated in dollar in our example here, which is the Bitcoin versus US dollar position, which serves as our base asset. And as soon as we hold at least 0.001 Bitcoin, we will be shown a live price for Bitcoin versus US dollar. So we have bought 4,900 US dollar worth of Bitcoin for a price of 4,900 US dollar. What applies after that are fees. Usually these are quite high, let's say, yeah, Finex fees, arbitrary notes to keep track of what happened at the time of the buy, and we would end up with 0.999 units of Bitcoin. This will reflect here as well. These are the values for exchange held funds that you can set manually. So after any profit taking, you would actually need to reflect your exchange Bitcoin balance in here. There sure is some kind of smart way to parse that, but you would need your API keys for that, and just I cannot provide that natively. Same goes here. You can set a wallet balance manually, whereas I have a solution to actually pull the blockcypher API to fetch the current final balance of your wallet, or a wallet of your choice, let's say, and feed it into the sheet so you would get your actual Bitcoin holdings. I will paste that into the description so you can copy and paste it out and change it for your address that you might want to check out. And this value here, our total Bitcoin holdings, which are also reflected here and here. This is calculated through the sum of this plus our actual position size of our fund-based asset sheet. I have a blank copy for euro pairs if you want to try that, where the formulas for, I think, the live rate are also substituted. Yeah, then comes crypto, Yeah, I think you should. If you were to trade against Ethereum as a base asset, you would actually need to modify some formulas. But it's not too drastic. I think I kind of parsed all errors out. So, what we have here is a holding of 0.999 Bitcoin, and we will open a position for, say, 0.09 Bitcoin worth of Neo. We take some Neo. And also the price is, I don't know, we type just 1 Bitcoin for the fun of it. And again, we would get the live exchange rate, and up there is like a grand total overview of your position with data such as your current position size, so the holdings that you have at stake, the Bitcoin value that you have at stake, the weighted buy average of your buys, which totally happened without fees. That's wishful thinking. Bittrex is charging us 0.25% on that trade, and that will end up with 0.898 Bitcoin, in fact. So there's that. Oh no, excuse me, the price is completely off. It should be, let's say we have bought a little below current market price, a tiny notch. All right, so all these values up there get live updated, and this also reflects in a positive Neo position of 19.06 etc units with a US dollar value according to our Bitcoin buy average of $441, which makes up 8.26% of our portfolio, which is above our size threshold. So if you set that to 10%, this will not give you the visual alert on it, but we'll revert that to 3.5 because that's reasonable. And say we have some cold storage wallet where we hold 3 additional Bitcoin, so this value is completely nice. Our net gain total on that position with a performance of just short of 2% is 0.002 Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin appreciation in that time with the current live rate, remember our buy average is a little below 5,000 and the current price is closing into 6,000. All right. Another thing, I have linked all the indexes here to their corresponding sheets, so you can navigate it that way. And let's say we will open up an Ethereum position of 0.25 Bitcoin for a price of, let's check the price first. What's the current one? We have bought at quite high. No shit. This was off. And slap on top some fees. Fucking Bittrex. So this was this would end up with an amount of 4.5 Ethereum, somewhere around that. Oh shit! Yeah, well, this one is certainly not looking good and is losing us about 10% already from our initial nominal Bitcoin value that we've put in and the current nominal value that it's trading at. Let's say we are more risk averse than that, then this just sits a good notch below our stop threshold, which we move up because we love to cheat for some reason, and you see all the visuals are gone, but that's not what it shall do. So let's reset that to the usual more sane values. What you have on top here again is also a grand total overview of all your holdings, and with the current nominal US dollar value of those, and the percentage performance in Bitcoin with your position on average, which, let me check. Oh no, it checks your total volume versus the nominal value right now. So that's the current performance of the complete funds that you are trying to sail through crappy markets. All right, let's do a trade right here for, let's say, we can choose anything basically. So let's say we go with Litecoin right now. We buy 1 Bitcoin worth of Litecoin. Check the rate real quick. 0.00, no, it's 0.01. Run it Litecoin for the lousy Bittrex fee. We get 99.75 Litecoin for that. Units of whatever we exchange our Bitcoins for. Let's say we are about to take profit, so we actually would need to sell. So this comes into play. We want to sell, say, 20% of our position, which amounts to 19.95 units. And at the time of our sale, our buy average was at 0.01002506. Let's say we project a sell price of 0.12. That's 20% on 20% of our holdings. Fees again. So this is our equity return, the actual profitability just on this tranche of Litecoin, and this is our overall balance of the whole trade up to this moment. We hold still 79.8 Litecoin, and this also reflects up here. The distribution here is 77% in Bitcoin, 1.75% in NEO, close to 5% on ETH, and 15% for Litecoin. So now let's close this thing. This is the rest amount that we hold. This is our weighted buy average at the time of selling, and we sell for 0.011. Enjoy the fees again. And our position is settled with a balance of 0.0144 Bitcoin that we have gained on this complete trade after closure. This is our return of investment. This is our return on equity average, our take profit average. The funny thing is that this sheet is able to do is calculating your break-even price. So I'll just copy and paste that out. And close the rest of my position for exactly 0. With that given buy average, this field in here would amount to the price that I would need to sell to go completely even out with a stake of 0 Bitcoin left, where a long of 1 Bitcoin and a short of 1 Bitcoin has happened. This was exposed here, and this is the total of 1 Bitcoin there. Alright, so I think this should explain most of the stuff. If you have any questions or so, feel free to contact me on Slack. Yeah, enjoy this. Hope you can put it to good use. Oh yeah, right. One last thing. To actually use this thing, I will give you a share link that you can view but not fill in, and all you have to do is go to File, make a copy, and copy it into your Google Drive. It should work just from there out. Alright, bye. Thanks for watching.